The sun was setting as four friends, Mark, Lisa, Mike, and Sarah, embarked on a road trip through the desolate countryside. Eager for adventure, they sought to explore places off the beaten path, away from the hustle and bustle of city life. As they drove deeper into the unknown, the road stretched before them like a ribbon of asphalt disappearing into the horizon. After hours of driving, the group stumbled upon a small, forgotten town nestled in a valley. Its name, Weathers Hollow, was painted on a faded sign, barely visible in the dimming light. Excitement sparked in their eyes as they decided to make an impromptu stop, curious about the mysterious town they had never heard of. The moment they entered Weathers Hollow, an eerie atmosphere enveloped them. The air felt thick with tension, and the flickering street lamps cast long, haunting shadows on the deserted streets. The town seemed abandoned, but the faint echo of distant laughter hinted at some hidden activity. The group, undeterred by the ominous vibe, continued exploring the quiet streets. As they turned a corner, they stumbled upon a bizarre sight. The townspeople, all dressed as clowns, milling about in the town square. It was an odd scene, one that sent shivers down their spines. The clowns wore colorful costumes, their faces hidden behind exaggerated makeup and painted smiles. Unsettled but intrigued, the friends cautiously approached, hoping to unravel the mystery behind the peculiar town. The clowns seemed friendly at first, offering smiles and waves, but their eyes betrayed a sense of malevolence. Unease settled in as the group realized they were the only non-clowns in the entire town. Conversations with the townsfolk revealed an unsettling truth. Weathers Hollow had a dark history. Legend had it that the town's inhabitants, once regular people, had fallen under the influence of a malevolent force. They began dressing as clowns, adopting a twisted ideology that involved luring unsuspecting tourists into their midst. The town, they explained, had become a macabre circus, a deadly trap for outsiders. The friends dismissed the stories as local folklore, thinking it was just a way for the townspeople to maintain their eccentric reputation. However, as night fell, the atmosphere grew more ominous. The laughter that once echoed through the streets took on a sinister tone, and the friends realized they were being watched. Attempting to leave, they discovered that the once clear paths had become a confusing maze of alleyways, all seemingly leading back to the town square. Panic set in as they realized they were trapped in a nightmarish carnival, surrounded by menacing clowns. Whispers in the darkness suggested that the clowns had chosen their next victims. The friends' attempts to escape became increasingly desperate, but every turn seemed to lead them deeper into the clutches of the malevolent town. As they ran through the twisted streets, the friends were pursued by the silent, grinning clowns. Each corner revealed more sinister surprises, bloodstains on the cobblestone streets, abandoned carnival games with rusty, ominous implements. The friends were now entangled in a deadly game of cat and mouse, their laughter echoing through the night like a haunting melody. In the heart of Weathers Hollow, the friends faced a nightmarish revelation. The clowns, possessed by an ancient curse, believed that by sacrificing outsiders, they could appease the dark force that had taken hold of their town. The realization struck the friends like a thunderbolt, and they understood the gravity of their situation. The friends desperately tried to outsmart their captors, navigating the labyrinthine streets with a mix of fear and determination. The clowns, however, proved to be relentless, always one step ahead. The once playful laughter now rang out like a death knell, signaling the inevitable doom that awaited the intruders. As the night wore on, the friends found themselves cornered in an abandoned circus tent at the town center. The clowns encircled them, their painted faces contorted into menacing grins. The atmosphere grew thick with tension, the air charged with an otherworldly energy. Just as the clowns prepared to strike, a blinding light enveloped the tent. A mysterious figure, clad in a cloak and adorned with ancient symbols, emerged from the shadows. The clowns recoiled, their malevolence quelled by the presence of this enigmatic savior. The figure revealed themselves as a guardian of the cursed town, tasked with protecting it from outsiders and the dark force that lurked within. With a wave of their hand, the clowns were frozen in place, their eerie laughter silenced. The guardian explained that the curse could only be broken by the departure of the intruders. As the friends made their way back through the winding streets, they felt the oppressive atmosphere lifting. The clowns, frozen in time, became nothing more than eerie statues in the moonlight. As the friends finally reached the town's limits, they looked back to see Weathers Hollow return to its desolate state. The guardian vanished into the shadows, leaving the friends to contemplate the harrowing ordeal they had survived. The road ahead seemed endless, and the echoes of the haunting laughter lingered in their minds. The friends drove away, forever haunted by the night they stumbled upon a town cursed by clowns, a place where laughter hid the darkest of secrets. Days passed since the friends escaped the cursed town, but the haunting memories lingered like a specter. Nightmares plagued their sleep, filled with distorted clown faces and echoing laughter. They tried to convince themselves that it was all a bizarre nightmare, but the vivid images were etched into their minds. The friends, seeking solace, decided to share their ordeal with the outside world. They reached out to local authorities, journalists, and paranormal investigators, but their story was met with skepticism and disbelief. Weathers Hollow, they were told, was a mere figment of their imagination. The town, according to official records, didn't exist. Determined to prove the truth, the friends embarked on a quest to find evidence of Weathers Hollow. Armed with cameras and a sense of dread, they retraced their route, searching for any sign of the mysterious town. As they approached the area where Weathers Hollow should have been, a thick fog descended, cloaking the landscape in an eerie haze. Unease settled in, and the air became charged with an otherworldly energy. The friends hesitated but pressed on, driven by an inexplicable force. To their horror, the landscape transformed before their eyes. The once-forgotten town stood before them, shrouded in an unnatural mist. The friends exchanged bewildered glances, unable to comprehend the surreal sight. Weathers Hollow had returned, as if summoned by the friends' lingering connection to the cursed town. The streets, once deserted, now teemed with silent clowns. The same laughter that had tormented their dreams echoed through the mist. The friends, paralyzed by fear, watched as the clowns slowly approached. However, something was different this time. The clowns no longer wore malevolent grins. Instead, their faces reflected a deep sadness and regret. As the clowns surrounded the friends, a mournful melody filled the air. The haunting music seemed to convey the pain and sorrow of the cursed town. The once menacing figures now appeared as tragic souls, trapped in an eternal cycle of darkness. The Guardian, the mysterious figure who had saved the friends before, materialized once again. This time, however, the Guardian wore a somber expression. They explained that the town's curse was a result of a tragic event in its past, a cycle of suffering that could only be broken by confronting the pain that bound the inhabitants. Torn between sympathy and fear, the friends listened as the Guardian implored them to help free the town from its torment. They were given a choice: to leave and forget the horrors they witnessed, or to face the darkness within Weathers Hollow and attempt to break the curse. Driven by a newfound sense of empathy, the friends chose to confront the town's haunted past. Guided by the Guardian, they delved into the memories of Weathers Hollow, uncovering a tale of betrayal, loss, and despair that had trapped the town in a perpetual nightmare. As the friends unearthed the truth, the atmosphere in Weathers Hollow shifted. The fog lifted, and the haunting laughter subsided. The clowns, no longer frozen in their sorrow, began to fade away, their expressions softening with each passing moment. In the end, as the friends stood in the now-silent town square, they felt a profound sense of closure. The Guardian, grateful for their courage, nodded in acknowledgement before disappearing into the shadows. Weathers Hollow, once a cursed spectacle, returned to the forgotten realm from which it had emerged. The friends, forever changed by their encounter with the supernatural, left the mysterious town behind. As they drove away, the memory of Weathers Hollow lingered like a bittersweet melody, a reminder that even in the darkest corners, redemption and forgiveness could be found. Months passed, and the friends struggled to integrate the surreal experiences of Weathers Hollow into their everyday lives. The nightmares gradually subsided, replaced by a collective determination to cherish the simple moments of normalcy that had become precious to them. One day, an unexpected letter arrived at their doorstep. The envelope bore no return address and seemed to materialize out of thin air. Inside, a single sentence was written in elegant script: "You broke the curse, and for that, Weathers Hollow thanks you." Curiosity tugged at their hearts, and they couldn't resist the allure of closure. Guided by an unspoken agreement, the friends decided to revisit the site where Weathers Hollow had once stood. They half expected to find an ordinary, deserted landscape, but as they approached, a sense of trepidation gripped them. To their astonishment, the landscape had transformed once again. This time, instead of a ghostly town, a vibrant community stood in its place. The air was filled with the sounds of children playing, and the laughter that echoed through the streets was now genuine and joyous. The friends wandered through the revitalized town, recognizing familiar landmarks that had once been shrouded in darkness. The Guardian, who had guided them through the town's haunting past, appeared before them one last time. This time, the Guardian's countenance radiated serenity. "Weathers Hollow is free," the Guardian declared. "Your courage and compassion have lifted the curse, allowing the town to find peace after centuries of torment. You have given them a chance at redemption." As the friends exchanged grateful glances, the Guardian extended a hand. In a mesmerizing display of ethereal energy, they transferred a small, glowing orb to each friend. The orbs pulsed with a warm, comforting light. These orbs carry the essence of Weathers Hollow's redemption, the Guardian explained. Keep them as a token of the town's gratitude. As long as they glow, you'll be connected to the positive energy you've infused into this place. With those words, the Guardian disappeared, leaving the friends standing in the midst of a town reborn. As they watched the orbs in their hands, a newfound sense of peace settled over them. Years passed, and the friends carried the orbs with them as a reminder of the extraordinary journey they had undertaken. The nightmares became distant memories, and the laughter of Weathers Hollow evolved into a symbol of resilience and transformation. The friends never spoke about Weathers Hollow to outsiders, knowing that the true magic of the town's redemption was meant to remain a secret. Yet, whenever they faced challenges in their lives, they would glance at the glowing orbs and draw strength from the profound connection they shared with a once-cursed town. And so, the tale of Weathers Hollow became a whispered legend among the friends, a story of horror, redemption, and the enduring power of compassion. As they continued their lives, each carried a piece of the town's healed spirit within them, a testament to the unpredictable nature of fate and the ability of even the darkest places to find salvation.
Like, subscribe, and click on notifications that will allow you to stay up to date with the news and not miss videos from the channel, where there will be many more horror stories.